Hi, this is Thresdend, and this is part 2 of an Elder Scrolls Online Deadlands Prologue walkthrough. In the previous episode, we came to talk to Lyranth here, and she had been attacked by some Waking Flame cultists. They had stolen a relic that she had gotten from Red Petal Bastion, and it turned out that that relic was a key that unlocked a portal to the headquarters of the Waking Flame. So now, we're probably going to take this key and go to the Waking Flame headquarters and see what they're up to. We don't quite know what they're doing. They're doing some sort of experiments on Daedra, and we don't really know what it is. So let's go ahead and talk to Lyranth and see what to do next.
Questions about the order of the Waking Flame still linger, little mortal. And the danger posed to your plane of existence hasn't abated. We can still help each other if you are willing.
What do you need me to do?
Before we make use of the portal key, we must complete our own preparations. Then we can find the cult's base in Oblivion and determine their plans for the Cataclyst. You must acquire the root of a fluster fume plant and a tincture of befuddlement.
Why do we need roots and a tincture?
The relic opens a portal to Oblivion. Most likely the Deadlands. Regardless, we can't just stroll in and expect them to reveal their plans. I'll use those items to create a potion to fool them. It will make you appear to be the corpse lying here.
Okay, I'll get the Flusterflume root and the tincture of befuddlement for you.
Flusterfume plants grow nearby, southeast in the caves of Camp Gushnikbar. As for the tincture of befuddlement, I believe Orion the Alchemist may have one at the outpost south of Bramble Beach. Return here when you have acquired both.
This potion you plan to create will make me look just like the dead cultist?
No. It will make you look like the dead cultist when he was still among the living. That's the intent, anyway. I am not much of an alchemist, but I believe I can make this work. Mortal flesh is much more malleable than you would imagine.
Okay, tell me more about Flusterfume root.
A little-known plant, the Flusterfume has a wide variety of alchemical applications. For our purposes, the root will suffice. That's where all the confusion-inspiring properties congregate. It will help muddle the minds of those you encounter.
Okay, what's a tincture of befuddlement?
Consider it an enhancement for the potion I'll create. A strengthening agent, if you will. It provides the necessary layer of bewilderment that will reinforce your disguise.
And where can I get this tincture?
An alchemist I know has a supply. Orion. You can find her at the outpost south of Bramble Beach. Tell her the tincture is from me, and give her some of those yellow rocks you mortals are so fond of. Then return back to me.
Remind me, why is the portal key so important?
When I learned the cult sought the relic, I acquired it first. Then they stole it from me, and I employed your assistants to retrieve it. During that escapade, we learned that the relic was a portal key to a Waking Flame base in Oblivion.
And why is it important that we sneak into this base?
My interests in these matters are strictly curiosity. I want to know more about their strange Cataclyst device and its ultimate purpose. You, I assume, want to stop the cult from unleashing the disasters of Mehrunes Dagon upon the mortal realm.
Yeah, that, and I want to get paid. And you think we can accomplish all that by sneaking into their base?
No, but we can both get closer to our goals. We know that a cult leader called Sister Seldina is expecting our dead cultist to bring the portal key to her. And we know she plans to test the Cataclyst. We need to be there to witness that test.
Okay. Let's go get the stuff she needs to make the potion, and then we'll come back. By the way, we are in...
I understand.
Over here.
If you change your mind, I'll be here.
We are in an outlaw's refuge. This is Quinn.
Are you here about the job? To forestall any confusion, yes, we split the proceeds equally.
Yeah, if you talk to her, she'll take you to the Thieves Guild DLC, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go straight down here and head out into whatever zone this is. This is Marbrook Outlaw's Refuge, which I've never been to before, except in this quest. It's part of Greenshade. Huh. Maybe I have been here before. I've cleared all of Greenshade before, so it's surprising I don't remember this place. Alright, so I think this one is the closest. This is the Tincture of Befuddlement.
The tincture is
It
ready.
works. It
But
really
Are
works.
you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What does she call herself? A prophet?
Welcome to our tiny outpost. If you're interested in alchemical concoctions, you'll need to talk to Orion. I'm just her assistant.
Okay. Orion?
So, what brings you to our little outpost, traveler? If you're looking for something specific, I must warn you that my alchemical stocks are severely limited at this point in time.
I was told you might have a Tincture of Befuddlement for purchase.
Ah, you must be another one of the Dread Lady's followers. I've had a number of pleasant conversations with her prophet Rogatina, and I even got to meet the Dread Lady once. She mentioned she might have need of such a tincture, so I brewed one up.
Lyranth sent me to acquire the tincture.
No disrespect intended, but I was hoping she'd come to pick it up herself. I so looked forward to basking in her glorious presence again. Ah well, perhaps next time. Here you go, and don't bother about the cost. It's a gift for the Dread Lady.
Awesome. I don't have to give her those shiny rocks that mortals are so fond of. Which is good, because I'm definitely fond of them. Alright, now this looks like... Well, I thought it was a delve or something, but it's not. It's just a striking locale. Hi, bad guys. Just, don't mind me. I'm just passing through. I don't want to fight. Except for you. You're gonna die. There's the Flusterfume plant. I guess I should have read the description. Oh well. Let's head back to Lyranth, give her these ingredients so she can quickly make the potion.
Did you hear something?
I ran out of stamina. Couldn't... My horse ran out of stamina, actually. Lagging really badly, too. Now see, I definitely hit the block button that time. Alright, Lyranth is still over here.
Just in time, little mortal. Place the root and the tincture in the cauldron. The root you found was a perfect specimen, and the tincture just the right shade of distraction. The potion should work perfectly now.
I assume there's more to your plan than just the potion of disguise?
Of course. Wheels within wheels and all that. After you drink the potion and disguise yourself as a waking flame cultist, I will pretend to be your prisoner. Not only are you returning with the portal key, you're bringing them a gift. Me.
Remind me, who am I impersonating again?
Devastator Rulin, the worm who led the craven attack on my lair. He had the good fortune of dying by my hand before his associate incapacitated me with that damn blade. You will pretend to be the cultist, and I shall pretend to be your prisoner.
And what will you do with the portal key?
Sister Saldina's letter explained how to align the segments of the portal key. I shall set it accordingly and open a doorway to whatever realm the cult is using as a base. You drink from the cauldron and step through. Then our charade begins.
Alright, let's do it. No, I don't want to read the letter. Lyranth's cauldron, here we go.
The disguise is perfect.
Yep, I'd say it worked.
Now, I shall activate the portal key. There. Step through and assume your role. I shall do the same. Definitely not Nern. Let's look around. You are my captor, and I am your prisoner, little mortal. Remember that and play your role, or we will both meet an unfortunate fate. Now, let's look around and find the cult's meeting place.
What are we looking for exactly?
Some clue as to where we are and what the Order of the Waking Flame is doing here. I also think we need to determine if the Cataclyst mentioned in Sister Saldina's letter is related to the device found at the Dread Cellar in Blackwood.
Ah, okay. So, this is related to both of the dungeons from the previous DLC. The Dread Cellar?
An old Imperial prison. A battle mage I occasionally deal with investigated the place. Found waking flame cultists and a device called a Cataclyst.
Okay.
It was some sort of empowering machine, but I have yet to determine its ultimate purpose.
Why all the subterfuge? Can't we just rush through and attack?
We have no idea where we are or what we will find here. Trickery and deceit will serve us better than reckless violence. Besides, we need to learn the cult's plans and the purpose of the Cataclyst. Such information will benefit us both.
Okay, I won't kill anybody right away. I'll try to do things the stealthy way. Really, this character prefers to do things the stealthy way. He is a Nightblade, after all.
This is Fargrave. Interesting.
Fargrave?
We must find the Daganists and determine what they're doing here.
It's a giant city off in the distance.
This obscure corner of Oblivion is known only as Fargrave. I certainly didn't expect the portal key to lead us here.
Fargrave? Never heard of the place.
I wouldn't have expected you to. The inhabitants prefer their privacy. It's a realm without a prince, which gives them a modicum of freedom. And it's a crossroads of sorts. A way station between Nern and the rest of Oblivion.
A way station?
Once you find your way to Fargrave, the paths through Oblivion become easier to navigate. Daedra and mortals alike can be found here, engaging in trade on a planar level. I begin to grasp why the Waking Flame have set up operations here.
What do you mean?
With no prince, the accords that make it harder for other realms to connect to Nern do not apply. Once they learn the way, with relics such as the portal key, the waking flame can move through Fargrave with impunity to reach Nirn and the Deadlands.
Why do you think they need easy access between the two realms?
Not for any reason that won't give you nightmares, little mortal. Now, let's find the cultists so you can present your prisoner. Then we shall learn what we can about the cult's plans and the true purpose of the Cataclyst.
Alright. So maybe the cultists are down here?
Devastator Rulin? Is that you? We fear the Dremora killed you, and who's that beside you?
My prisoner, Lyranth.
I have nothing to say to you, Dagonist dog.
Is that Lyranth the Dremora? I'm impressed, Devastator. I didn't imagine your mission would yield such notable results.
I assumed the Order would appreciate a gift of this magnitude.
Indeed. And the Fargrave Cataclyst could use a new Daedric entity. For the next test, of course.
Exactly.
I'll let you present her to Sister Seldina personally.
Where will I find Sister Seldina?
Right through that door. I'm sure Sister Seldina will want to hear all about your mission. And we've yet to attempt to use the Cataclyst on a Daedra of Lyranth's caliber. I expect the results will be quite informative.
So, the mortal returns from its mission, and it brings a prisoner. How unexpected. And I assumed Lyranth was more capable. I would never allow myself to be captured by one such as you. Still, Nokvraz may want to question her before the next test.
Nokvraz? Is he someone important?
Does Sister Seldina not teach her Devastators anything of import? Volkina's Nokvraz is a favorite of Lord Dagon, sent here to ensure Seldina doesn't mangle the Cataclyst project. Such endeavors are too vital to leave completely in mortal hands.
I thought Sister Seldina was in charge here.
You're a mortal, but do you have to be so naive? Sister Seldina has her place, and she will keep it for as long as she proves worthy. When she no longer serves a meaningful purpose, Nokvraz will take action. Until then, step carefully, Devastator.
Okay.
After the failure at the Dread Cellar, your Fargrave Cataclyst must perform as promised, Seldina.
The device will work as intended, Nokvraz. Ah, here comes the Devastator now.
Devastator, you honor me. How can a lowly acolyte serve you?
I just returned, Acolyte. What's happening here at the base?
The Cataclyst initiative proceeds apace. Sister Seldina continues to make adjustments and improvements with every version of the device. I understand we're about to witness a new demonstration. I can't wait to see it perform as intended.
Do you know what the Cataclyst does, Acolyte?
Is this some sort of test, Devastator?
Yes.
The Cataclyst is our great work, our role in the larger purpose of the Order of the Waking Flame. We will use the device to bless Daedra with the power of living disasters, and then unleash them on Nirn.
Good. Just kidding. Not good at all.
A mortal holding the chains of the infamous Lyranth Foolkiller. I think that says more about Lyranth's overblown reputation than it does about your abilities, Devastator. Wouldn't you agree?
The enchanted blade Sister Seldina provided incapacitated Lyranth, just as we planned.
Yes, Seldina's blade. Pity she can't make enough of those for all of you. Might actually give you mortals the horns you need to rise from the mire of your pitiful existence. Enough. Present your prize to your leader, Devastator.
Devastator Rulin. I assume the blade did its job? Of course it did. How else could you capture Lyranth the Dremora? She has been a thorn in our side for much too long. Well done. But what about the portal key? Were you able to recover it?
The portal key and the Lyranth for you, Sister Seldina.
A remarkable achievement, Devastator. And fortunate as well. We're about to perform another test with the Fargrave Cataclyst, and Nokvraz is hesitant to provide me with any more of his precious Daedra. Lyranth should do very nicely.
The Fargrave Cataclyst will perform admirably, I'm sure.
I hope that's not skepticism or sarcasm I hear in your voice, Devastator. I get enough of that from Nokvraz. Despite the setback at the Dread Cellar, I have every faith in the device. Soon we will unleash an army of living disasters upon Nirn.
Living disasters?
Did your Doombringer tell you nothing? The Cataclyst enhances Daedra, transforms them into incarnates of disasters. First, we take control of this pitiful demiplane. Then, we launch our assault using Fargrave's connections to Nirn.
A worthy plan, Sister Seldina.
Worthy? It is brilliant. Sentries, take the Dremora and place her in the Cataclyst. Devastator, enter the Cataclyst chamber when you're ready. Then the demonstration will begin.
Okay. How are we gonna get out of this, guys? What is this? Mail? Oh, my glass boots didn't sell. Okay.
Come, Devastator Rulin. For your excellent service to the Order, I award you with the privilege of activating the Fargrave Cataclyst. Touch the rune and witness the transformative power of the Cataclyst. Lord Dagon's blessing will turn Lyranth into disaster incarnate!
Do what you must, Flea. Lyranth is ready.
Okay, if you say so.
I have seen enough. I will be free.
The Dremora damaged the Cataclyst. Duke of Fire, destroy them!
Shut it down! We must preserve the Cataclyst!
Deal with the Havocrel, mortal. I'll open a portal back to Nirn.
Uh-oh, they're onto us.
Laughable mortals! You have no power here! You will be destroyed for your audacity!
I think that would have been painful had I not blocked.
Surprisingly competent for a mortal flea.
Wow, he's hitting hard now. He's doing more damage than he did in the beginning. Got him.
This device is lost, Seldina. Another failure, you and your Order.
Now, little mortal, flee!
Alright, I'm fleeing. I hope I'm not fleeing in the wrong direction. No, I'm going the right way.
The energy emanating from the Cataclyst is interfering with my magic. We must find a place where I can open a portal.
Should have saved my ultimate for these guys. Oh well, I'll make short work of them. Fairly easy scamps. Uh-oh. This guy looks kind of tough. Nah, he's easy. I wonder if Lyranth says anything different. Oh, let's kill this thing first.
I cannot open a portal this close to the Cataclyst. The energy it throws off is not conducive to my magic. Let's keep moving, little mortal.
Alright.
This is far enough. I will open a portal out of this place.
Okay, do it quickly.
Quickly, into the portal before more cultists arrive.
Mistress, you're injured.
Nonsense. Merely a scratch. You did well, little mortal. Sister Saldina and her cultists never suspected a thing, and we returned richer than when we departed.
Richer? You were almost turned into a monster by the Cataclyst.
That was never going to happen. My bonds were illusory, and it was a simple enough task to free myself once you activated the Cataclyst. I observed long enough to grasp the workings of the machine. Then I made my escape.
But what did we learn?
We learned that Sister Saldina's faction of the cult has a base in Fargrave, and they plan to conquer that obscure plane of oblivion to use as some sort of staging ground for their nefarious machinations.
But what did you learn about the Cataclyst?
The power surging through the device carries the tinge of Mehrunes Dagon. It seems it is designed to imbue a Daedra with the energy of a single disaster and transform it into an incarnate. They plan to unleash these horrors on Nirn.
Did you destroy the Cataclyst?
Perhaps. Noctvraz seemed to think so. I bought us time to consider, to plan. Sister Saldina can make more such devices, however. Eventually. But did you see? Noctvraz despises Saldina. Perhaps we can use that.
I still don't understand why you're interested in all this.
And you don't have to. Just know that the cult plans to unleash destruction on your world. Now, I must contemplate. The device. It can change Daedra. I must return to Fargrave. I will summon you when I learn more. Until then, you have my thanks.
Alright.
So many avenues to ponder. Sister Sildina and the Waking Flame. The Cataclysts. Valkanaz Noctvraz and Mehrunes Dagon's role in all this. I shall return to Fargrave and see what else I can learn. I'll call upon you when I need you, little mortal.
Do you know Valkanaz Noctvraz?
No, never met him before, but I've heard of him. One of Dagon's fiercest generals. A soldier in his ongoing quest to satisfy his insatiable hunger for destruction. It appears he was ordered to work with Sister Saldina, and I don't think he likes it.
What was it like when the Cataclyst was activated?
Like being in the eye of a storm. A deluge of raging infernos, devastating earthquakes, and apocalyptic floods. The energy would have transformed me had I not acted. I could feel the promise of power and the strange sensation of change.
Why do you need to return to Fargrave?
Because that is where Sister Saldina is. The cult has ambitious plans for the demiplane. We delayed those plans, but we didn't stop them. I will find out what I can and then send for you. Assuming you still want to save your world, that is?
Yeah, I want to save my world, and I want gold and gear. And champion points.
So many
Alright,
avenues
so
to
she's
follow.
not going to say anything new. That's it. Alright, so that's the end of the Deadlands Prologue walkthrough. I was a bit disappointed in this Prologue quest chain. They're usually longer than this, and they're usually a little more interesting, so this one was kind of weak compared to some of the others, but at least we found some things out about what the Deadlands is going to be about. There's this thing called the Cataclyst they're using to transform Daedra into incarnates. Looks like there's some kind of conflict between Sister Saldina and Nakfaraz. So all that stuff should be interesting when Deadlands comes out. And Fargrave looks like an interesting city. So we'll see when it comes out. In the meantime, thanks for watching. See you next time.